Howdy do everyone, and welcome back to the show. Today we're going to be taking a little trip out to the family farm, and we're going to be going and getting us some festive pumpkins. Alright, and with the change in the season, generally requires a change in my wardrobe. Ready? Woo! Look at that bald man. Here it is. Alright, let's get going. We're going to take a little drive down to the family farm. I'll probably shoot this in two parts, so don't mind my wardrobe change. Somewhere in between. That's what I call a Hall of Pumpkins right there. Now to take them home and put them to work. How do you doing? Welcome back, everybody. Woo! It's time for my favorite time of the year, Halloween. Today we're going to be setting up my Halloween display. We got a fancy spider that I created a few years ago with some PVC pipe, a trash can, and a couple pumpkins, and a few other little odds and ends. And this year I'll be adding just a little bit something extra to my spider that I haven't before. Well, let's get to this. Alright. There's my fancy candy corn sign. Lid to this old trash can. Let's see here. The all-important stake for the candy corn sign. And my spider's legs. Got these guys here. Now, I have no set measurements for these legs. All these legs just kind of came up with off the top of my head. But every time I made a cut, and I'll show you with a pair of legs what I'm talking about, I usually just made 2 cuts at the same size every time I added a piece, except for the part that lays under the pumpkin, which you'll see later. Some moldy old clothes from a skeleton I built, or from a scarecrow I built. All right. What I'm going to do is kind of use this plywood here as a base, and then I'm going to set the components for the spider on top of it, just to kind of help keep it all even and level, make it easier to move around. So the direction I kind of want this spider to be is towards my driveway here, with its butt to the house. This way it's kind of looking towards people that come to the house. I'm going to make it so the trash can, or the back part of the spider, rests against the tree here just a little bit, so that it'll help keep the wind from blowing it around. Now, normally I would start with the back legs and work my way to the front legs, but it'll be easier for me to show you with the front legs how this spider's put together. This way I can actually hold it up and manipulate it in front of the camera a little bit. So I'm going to crack this set of legs open here and show you guys. Alright, and of course, what I thought was the front legs may actually be a pair of middle legs, maybe even the longer middle legs. So, I'm going to have to do what I didn't want to do, which is grab you guys and walk around with you, and you get a little bit of the shakies going. So, let me set this here and then I'll bring you over. Alright, so what we have here is just PVC pipe and 45-degree angles. So you can pick up the 45s at any old supply store. I got my stuff at Lowe's because I used to work there. So what I did here is I made a shorter, short piece of PVC, because the pumpkins are gonna sit right over the top of these. And then when I cut this one, I made a mimic just on the same side. And then I did the same thing here and here and there and there. This way it gives you a mirror image of the legs, so they both look like they're the same. Also, I don't glue any of my joints because it allows me to articulate this spider however I want. In different years, I could set it up in different places. I don't have to try and find level ground. I don't have to find ground that's sloped in a certain way. I can just move the legs however I want, make it look like it's crawling, make it look like it's trying to climb the tree, all kinds of fun things. Now, I know that you can paint them, but I like the white look, so it kind of makes it look like a Skele spider. Really fun. And of course, I did a little hourglass on the top, made it look like it was like some sort of a deadly Black Widow mimic. It was really fun stuff. Alright, I'm going to get back to building this and take care of her. eggs are laid out. Now it's time to set the pumpkin. Alright, I'm going to take this here candy corn and I put it behind this spider. It's kind of like a little kitty lure. Bring the kids in close to the spider for spooky time. And I've got these little round reflectors here for eyes for this here spider. This year I only have 4, and I have some just these uniform looking ones. Sometimes I actually have to get a drill and drill out the middles and stick them to them. I don't like doing that because my wife takes these pumpkins a lot and she turns them into pumpkin pie stuff. She turns them into the mush that you can use for pumpkin pie. So we'll hope that the sticker back works. So we'll start here with 2. That's not a good sign. Alright, there's 1. That's not good. All right, 4 eyes for the spider. All right, something new I'm going to do this year is my mom drew these really crazy looking gourds. I think she called them like popcorn gourds or something. Let's see if we can guys get a good look at those. They look gnarly, man. Woo! Crazy looking things, aren't they? But I looked at them and I go, oh, you know what? If I can bunch them up and hang them from a tree or something, it'll look like a whole mess of spider eggs. So what I have is this old onion bag. I've taken the advertisement off of the middle of it, and I'm going to stuff these in here. We're going to see if that looks the way I want it to. Are you okay, Peanut? Are you? You're funny. You just want attention. So let's stuff them in there and hang them up. Spider eggs, I wish I had a white bag, but you know, not too bad. So it kind of looks like she's in the middle of weaving her web, so shouldn't be too bad. And that's going to be almost it. I'll just set out the old smiling pumpkin, and I think that'll take care of us for today. All right, let's go. for us today. Heck yeah!